Did you know there are certain unspoken principles that truly successful men follow when interacting with younger women, principles that most men overlook? While 95% of men fall into common pitfalls and keep making these mistakes, the top 5% know exactly what not to do. Over the past week, I've been diving deep into what distinguishes highly sought-after, confident men from the average guy, and I've found it boils down to avoiding 10 specific behaviors. Most mature men aren't even aware of these subtle errors, and number 4 is the one that catches nearly everyone off guard. Let's break down these essential insights, starting from the top. But before we dive in, like this video, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button for more intriguing content on relationships, sexuality, and health, and leave a comment saying, "Yes, I subscribed," so we can welcome you personally. 10. Don't play the hero. One of the biggest missteps you can make with a younger woman is trying to play the hero and swoop in to fix her problems. It might seem like stepping up and rescuing her shows your value, but to her, it's likely doing the opposite. The moment you start tackling her issues, you're positioning yourself as a provider, or even worse, a big brother type, roles that firmly land you outside her romantic interests. When she shares her problems, she's usually just looking for someone to listen, not someone to handle it all. If you jump in every time, it can make you seem like you're trying too hard to be the nice guy, which can weaken any budding attraction. Let her figure things out. She doesn't need a savior, and she definitely doesn't want someone who feels like a father figure. 9. Ditch the drink. When talking to her, let's consider this. If you see an older man in 2 photos, one where he's holding a beer and another where he's holding water, which version seems smarter, sharper, and more confident? Studies reveal that men holding water are often perceived as more intelligent and composed. This is because of the imbibing idiot bias, the tendency for people to assume someone with a drink in hand is less sharp and in control. So, when you're at a social event, opt for water or sparkling water. It conveys intelligence, self-command, and confidence in handling the situation. Forget the movie image of rich guys sipping beer and flirting. Real-world impressions matter more. 8. Don't be a yes man, just to keep the peace. One of the biggest turnoffs for a younger woman is when a man constantly agrees with her just to avoid conflict. It might seem that aligning with her opinions will create harmony, but in reality it sends a very different message. Agreeing with everything she says often gives off a vibe of insecurity, as if you're seeking her approval or trying too hard to stay on her good side. True confidence means you're comfortable with a difference of opinion, especially as someone with more life experience. Having your own perspective, even if it conflicts with hers, shows maturity and strength. Women are naturally drawn to men who are sure of themselves, not those who seem overly cautious or hesitant to speak their minds. So don't fear disagreement. By showing her that you stand firm in your beliefs, you'll demonstrate the confidence that truly captivates. 7. Don't lay all your cards on the table. Too soon revealing your feelings too quickly with a younger woman can actually be one of the fastest ways to lose her interest. If you make it clear from the start that you're interested, she might feel like she's already won you, which eliminates the excitement and thrill of the pursuit. Women, especially younger ones, are often attracted to mystery and enjoy a bit of a challenge. By keeping some of your emotions in reserve, you're maintaining an air of intrigue that keeps her guessing. It's not about playing games, it's about keeping her curious and engaged. When she's unsure about where you stand, she'll feel more invested. But if you're quick to reveal everything, she may start thinking, "What's next?" and move on. As an older, more experienced man, show her that you're secure enough to take things slowly. Let her wonder what's going on in your head, and the attraction will remain strong. 6. Don't fall into the trap of approval seeking. As a more mature man, one of the biggest missteps you can make with a younger woman is appearing to need her approval. The moment she senses that you're trying too hard to win her over, she'll instinctively lose interest. Confidence, not approval-seeking, is what makes a lasting impression. When you try to impress her or make sure she sees you as worthy, it signals insecurity, which is one of the fastest ways to kill attraction. Women are drawn to men who know their worth and aren't looking for validation from others. Rather than over-explaining yourself or trying to showcase your qualities at every turn, maintain a balanced conversation. Don't monopolize the discussion, and avoid making it all about you. Show genuine interest in her thoughts and experiences, which communicates that you're comfortable and grounded in who you are. True confidence doesn't mean speaking the most. It means knowing when to listen and when to add thoughtfully to the conversation. 5. Don't overplay the aloof game. Not seeking her approval doesn't mean you should act completely uninterested. Some people misunderstand this and take on a distant, indifferent attitude, which can be off-putting. While a bit of mystery can be alluring, there's a fine line between projecting confidence and coming across as rude or dismissive. Acting like you're indifferent may signal to her that you're not interested at all, which is a surefire way to make her lose interest quickly. Instead, aim to show your interest in a balanced way, without seeming needy. A thoughtful comment followed by a touch of playful detachment keeps things light and keeps her engaged. For example, saying something like, "That's an impressive skill, though I bet you couldn't beat me at it," shows that you're interested while keeping things fun and challenging. On the other hand, overly dismissive comments like, "You're not that good at this, I'd win easily," can come off as condescending. Remember, the goal is to create a connection, not to distance her by appearing uninterested or disrespectful. 4. Don't unload your problems on her. One of the biggest missteps men of all ages make, especially older men, is laying their problems out for a woman like a laundry list. This behavior can quickly erode attraction and paint you as weak or insecure. As a mature man, the expectation is that you possess the strength and self-assuredness to handle your own challenges. If you vent or seek sympathy, it sends the message that you're not capable of managing your issues on your own, which can be a significant turnoff. Women are drawn to men who exhibit emotional resilience and a problem-solving mindset, not those looking for emotional rescue. While vulnerability can be attractive when it shows confidence, there's a fine line. Keep insecurities and complaints in check, and avoid oversharing details about past failures or struggles that might cast you in a negative light. That doesn't mean you need to bury your flaws. There's a way to reveal minor weaknesses without undermining yourself. A little light-hearted self-deprecation, for example, can show that you're secure enough not to take yourself too seriously. For instance, laughing off a minor flaw without dwelling on it can make you seem confident and grounded. 3. Stop apologizing for every little thing. Many men fall into the habit of saying sorry for trivial things, which can make you appear insecure or overly eager to please. Instead of jumping to an apology, convey strength by handling situations calmly and confidently. If you're late to meet her, for instance, avoid rushing in with, "I'm so sorry." Instead, simply say, "Thanks for waiting," and continue the evening without overcompensating or acting flustered. This subtle shift in your response shows that you value your time and aren't overly self-critical. If she mentions something that bothers her, don't immediately rush to apologize. Instead, acknowledge her feelings by saying, "I understand where you're coming from." This approach allows you to address her concern without diminishing your confidence or position. Even when you make a mistake, avoid over-apologizing. A simple, "I'll do better next time," acknowledges the error, but also demonstrates your willingness to take responsibility with confidence and composure. 2. Never let her see you lose control. One of the most powerful ways to maintain attraction with a younger woman is to keep your emotions steady and controlled. If you allow her actions, comments, or behaviors to make you visibly upset or frustrated, you're handing her the reins to your emotional state. The moment you react in anger or irritation, it signals that she holds influence over you. This could be intentional on her part, a test to see if you're easily affected, or simply a misjudged comment. Either way, don't give her the satisfaction of seeing you react. Picture this. A man was out to dinner with a younger woman, and she made a seemingly playful but slightly sarcastic comment about his career. Instead of brushing it off with confidence, he snapped back, clearly irritated. In that brief moment of losing control, he showed her he could be easily rattled. The dynamic shifted, and her interest cooled off as she saw a crack in his composure. Maintaining emotional control, especially in challenging moments, showcases strength, maturity, and security, and this calm confidence can be far more attractive than any display of power or wealth. 1. Don't put her on a pedestal for her looks. A common misstep that even mature men fall into is putting a younger woman on a pedestal based purely on her appearance. Studies show that younger women are significantly more likely to lose interest in older men who make this mistake. Why? Because it places you among the crowd of admirers who see only her surface. For experienced men, there's a counterintuitive truth. The moment you elevate her solely for her beauty, you're blending into the background of countless others. Imagine how often an attractive woman hears comments about her looks. It's a near-daily flood of, "You're gorgeous," and "You're stunning." Truly high-quality men stand out by approaching her with a different mindset. Instead of excessive praise, they focus on uncovering who she is beneath the surface. They challenge her subtly, encouraging her to show that there's more to her than just her appearance. By shifting the focus from her beauty to her character and values, you set yourself apart as a man of discernment who isn't easily impressed. This change in approach taps into something deeper, sparking her desire to connect with someone who sees her for more than just what meets the eye, making you memorable in a sea of otherwise forgettable admirers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your likes are incredibly valuable, as they help YouTube understand that our content is relevant and enables it to reach more people who could benefit from this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any updates. We've got plenty of insightful videos coming your way. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in our next video.